welcome to Natural Weight Academy. On this channel, we talk about things that you can do to improve or reduce the amount of exposure to chemical and harmful substances in your home and in your overall life. So we'll be doing videos on all kinds of different subjects and giving recipes of things that will help you live a healthier life for you and your children. So stick around. Hello. So when we talk about things that are harmful in our households and products that we use, it's all about reducing the exposure to things. You're not going to get rid of everything that's bad for you in the environment. That's just impossible. We live in a world where everything is plastic and chemicals. It's hard to completely avoid everything. So these videos are about just reducing your exposure as much as possible. So if I asked you what was the number one product in your home that you probably use every day that's causing a multitude of health issues, what would you say that is? Well, the answer is laundry detergent. And the reason being is not just all the horrible, horrible chemicals in the laundry detergent, the fact that you're wearing them all day, you're showering and drying off with a towel that's been soaked with it, and then you're going to bed at night and you're sleeping in sheets that have been washed in it. So you're constantly exposed to these chemicals. So today I'm going to just go over some of the really bad things that are in laundry detergent. And then at the end, we're going to do a recipe, very, very simple, very cheap. It's going to save you money. It's going to get rid of all the chemicals in your clothing, so it'll be safe for you and your precious children. So let's just go over some of the things that are bad. And this isn't just laundry detergent. A lot of these chemicals are in a lot of things you use in your house, but we're just going to concentrate on laundry detergent right now. Besides having multiple carcinogenic substances added to it, the fact that you're literally wearing these chemicals all day long is the problem. So what are these chemicals? Why are they banned? Or why are they used? And what I was going to say is a lot of these chemicals are banned in other countries, but not the United States. So the first one is phthalates. So this is what makes scents last longer. They add it to products to make things very, in a lot of cases, very strong smelling. It's known to be a huge endocrine and hormone disruptor. And as you know, hormones control every aspect of your body. Many companies claim to be phthalate free, but what they do is they just label it as fragrance, so you don't even know it's in there. Another common chemical in laundry detergent is 1,4-dioxane, which is a known human carcinogenic and neurotoxin. It's been known to cause benign and malignant tumors, and it's not really added to laundry detergent. It's more of a chemical reaction. And anytime you have something that ends in ETH, like sodium lauryl sulfate, those are the ones you want to avoid. And what these do is it allows the oil, the emulsifiers to mix with the water, and it gives you a nice sudsy foam. Bleach is another tricky ingredient. A lot of times it's not listed as bleach. It's used to brighten clothing. Sometimes it's called or labeled optical brighteners or UV brightener. It causes a lot of skin irritation. And formaldehyde is also in your laundry detergent. And this is more of a preservative. It's also used as an antibacterial agent, which you don't need antibacterial agents in anything. You need soap and hot water. That's sufficient. Obviously, it causes irritation of the eyes, the lungs, mucous membranes. It can cause skin problems like eczema. It's also a carcinogenic. Now, synthetic fragrances are always added. Um, a lot of times it's not disclosed what chemicals they're using for that fragrance. Um, the stronger the scent, the more the chemicals. And now you can even buy scent beads to put in to make it smell even stronger. I remember buying a pair of gently used jeans on Poshmark. I opened up the package, I put it in the washer, and it took me 5 or 6 washings with my laundry detergent to get rid of all that strong smell. Um, the scents make me sneeze horribly. I'll go into a fit. And these are also found in dryer sheets. Dryer sheets have a lot of chemicals in them, and I ditched them. I use wool dryer balls for in my dryer. I don't use anything that's scented. So these are the major horrible chemicals that we want to try to avoid. But what about the detergent itself? So liquid detergents are like 90% water. So you're buying water and you're buying these big plastic jugs that, believe it or not, 90% of plastic is not ever recycled. Even if it has the 1 or the 2 on it and you're putting it in the recycling bin, that does not guarantee that it's going to be recycled. There's a lot of communities that don't even have recycling service, curbside recycling service. So people just throw this stuff in the garbage. So, and also the plastic bottles are also made of petroleum. So anything plastic is made from petroleum. Another thing to keep in mind is that anything you put down the drain of your house eventually comes back to you. It goes into our groundwater. We feed livestock to it. We grow crops with it. We even use it as drinking water. So it's good to be mindful of what we're putting down the drain for what comes back to us again in some way or another. So we're going to go ahead and make my homemade laundry. I call it laundry wash. I don't call it detergent, and I don't call it soap because it's neither one. But it will get your clothes clean. It'll take out odors like you wouldn't believe. I had a cat that urinated on something on the floor and washed it. And with anything else, you could still smell it. I had to throw it away. But with this, it takes out all the odors, and it's safe for your skin and it's safe for your baby's skin. So let's get to it. All right, so we're gonna make our homemade laundry detergent. And I'm just gonna go over quickly the ingredients you're gonna need. You can find these at any grocery store, Walmart, wherever you shop. So the first thing you're gonna need is baking soda. And you're also gonna need this washing soda. It doesn't matter what brand you buy, as long as it's washing soda. You're going to need Epsom salts, and you're going to need some fine sea salt. And if you like fragrance, what I do is I add 20 or 30 drops of my favorite essential oil into each batch. You can use lemon, you can use lavender, whatever you like. And otherwise, you can make it unscented also. But at least you know that the scent you're adding, it does not have chemicals in it. It's all natural. So let's get started. So I've added 2 cups of washing soda, and I just kind of break up any clumps because it does get clumpy. And then I just added 1 2/3 cups of my baking soda. And to make it easier, you could use just 2 cups. I mean, this isn't an exact recipe. It's not like you're baking something. So if you did add a little extra of one ingredient, it really does not matter. And then 1/3 cup of the sea salt. Like I said, it doesn't matter. You don't have to be 100% exact. And then a 1/2 cup of the Epsom salt. And just break up any clumps that were in there. The stuff does get clumpy. And then we're just going to stir it really well. And what I do a lot of times is I will put it in my food processor and really get it mixed up well. You don't need to, as long as you're stirring really, really well. Or you could put it in, I do use a plastic container that I put it into. Um, I, I use plastic because it's lighter and it won't get broken in my laundry room, but it's something I reuse over and over again. I don't have to worry about recycling it. And I don't have to worry about plastic leaching into something that I'm consuming. So this is the container that I use to store my laundry detergent in. And you could even put it in here and like shake it really good to blend it. Now, when you use this, you're only using like 2 tablespoons. For a heavy load, you're going to probably use 3 tablespoons, but that's it. The stuff will last you a very long time. It's so much cheaper than buying commercial laundry detergent, and it's so much better for your health. So once everything is done and mixed in, I'm using this canning funnel to put it into my container. And if you don't have any of these, they're pretty cheap. I would strongly recommend getting one for so many different uses. But I will just be scooping this in and filling up my container. And this container takes about 3 batches to fill to the top. So I'll be doing this a couple more times and fill up my container. So if you liked this video, please click like. Please subscribe so you can get further videos on my channel. And tell your friends. Share it with your friends. See you next time.